In this segment, from my keynote on developing and communicating one's brand, we're going to discuss creating a personal brand profile. I like to use kind of a chart format with 10 rows. The left-hand column will be the categories, and the right-hand column will be what we write for each of our categories. Now, the first category that's really important to think about here is mission. And it should be succinct, it should be short, it should reflect your high school and college years of personal discernment and identifying your passion and positioning it at the intersection of technology, as we've discussed in my keynote on work in the 21st century. Now, I'm going to use my own personal brand profile as an example to go through these 10 categories. And so my mission is to empower others to achieve their aspirations. The second category is vision. And your vision statement should track your mission, but should be longer and more complete. My vision statement reads as follows. I use my intellectual and creative capital to educate and empower others, whether individuals or enterprises, to self-actualize and achieve their life and business goals. Again, your vision will depend upon your mission and your own personal background and your personal discernment process. I think it's important to have a tagline, and that's my third category. And I use one that is hopefully memorable because it echoes another famous tagline. Mine is just brand it. Of course, the Nike is just do it. Fourth, I think it's important to have a meme. And this is something, a word usually, that people will remember you by. And for me, I think of the word creative. And what I've done, as you can see over on this screen behind me, to my right, to your left as you're looking at me, is I've got a word that is either a characteristic or a trait of mine or a quality for each of the letters of the word creative. So the first is collaborative, the second is reliable, the first E is effective, A is authentic, T is team builder, I is innovative, V is visionary, and the second E is efficient. So that's a meme that kind of people can think of me about, and perhaps they'll remember some of the words, perhaps not, but I think it's good to have one. The fifth category is to lay out some of your core values and characteristics or traits. In my case, some of the words I've chosen in answer to this particular category are authentic, creative, innovative, intelligent, bold, fearless, leader, open, accessible, collaborative, professional. I have integrity, I'm loyal, I'm compassionate, empathetic, I'm kind. Important trait these days, especially in kind of our global world. And I'm also a lot about service. The sixth area is equally important, and it's you've got to have an aspiration. What's your purpose? Now that you've identified your passion, you need to have a purpose. And in my case, it's to create and lead a transformational model of personal and career development at a leading college or university, premised on a lifelong discernment process, care of the person, and development of an authentic personal brand profile and communication plan. The seventh category that I use in developing a personal brand profile is your value proposition. In my case, I'm known for my creative, innovative intelligence with a fearless commitment to my clients to help them develop their brand and communicate it effectively and cost efficiently using Web 2.0 and social media. The next category I refer to as a target audience. That's the eighth category. And you need to know who you're making your promise to. A brand is a promise to your future employers. And in my case, it's individuals and enterprises seeking to develop a brand identity and communicate it cost efficiently and effectively using emerging technologies, including Web 2.0 and social media. Ninth, and this is in one sense one of the most important categories here, is your differentiators. How do you distinguish yourself from others that you're competing with for a particular job or a particular college? In my case, it's my unique background, my combining of a healthy right and left brain capability, using both my creative powers, my intellectual capital, and my professional skill sets, whether it's in law, the internet world, consulting. I'm also an artist, so I've demonstrated in each of the different careers that I've undertaken in my personal journey a healthy, creative, problem-solving approach. Finally, 10th is about your brand communications plan, relying on the 3 C's, the classic 3 C's of branding: clarity, consistency, and constancy. And what I think about here is I use a metaphor of a wheel. So at the hub of the wheel is your content. It's all of the things we're talking about, what you've identified, the content of your brand. And then the spokes lead out to the rim, and the spokes are your communication plans, vehicles you're going to use to communicate your brand. Certainly one is going to be your resume, one is going to be your biography, one's going to be a chart for a particular position of their requirements and your competencies. One might be your YouTube channel, it might be your Tumblr blog, it might be your LinkedIn, one component should be your LinkedIn profile. It might be a Google Plus profile as well. In short, the spokes and each category around your hub are going to be your vehicles of communication, whereas the hub is the content of your brand. So that's it in a nutshell. That's how you develop a personal brand profile.